Bands, deaths, and quicksand today on Strikeout Beer? I don't know. What is going on? Welcome to the Strikeout Beer Podcast, your least favorite podcast with your pals, Alan, Rapid Dave, and Rapid Dave.
I'm Alan. How's it going, buddy?
Oh, it's going, man. I'm sitting there. I got two screens. I'm looking up, I'm looking down, looking left, looking right, trying to get the beer in my mouth as fast as I can. Yeah, buddy. Just another. And obviously, if you're shocked, a little surprised that we're here on a Tuesday instead of a Wednesday, don't be alarmed. Yeah, it's still a shithouse Tuesday, so don't worry about it. Yeah,
shithouse Tuesday. I love it.
Yeah, so
love it. Let's go with it.
We're here early. Yeah, go with it. Lizzie's in the house. Dang Don Marty's in the house. What is going on, fellas, ladies? How are we doing?
Cheers and roll tide. All right, buddy. What are you drinking over there?
Just Miller's. I was told to keep it light and don't get funny, I think is what she said.
Don't get funny.
Yeah, don't
If you ever watch the show, we don't have to worry about that. You're never funny.
Yeah, she said, what did she say? She goes, watch it or something like I don't know what that. She gave me like a warning as I was walking off.
She's like, no hand stuff. You're like, Al's not even here. What can I do?
Yeah, it's like, all right, just taking all the fun out of my Tuesday now, usually a Wednesday. But yeah, anyways. Oh, you already got
the Corona non-alcoholic rocking that today. It's like, yeah, why not?
Yeah, I never had it.
New mug courtesy of Happy Wildflower. It's got the SB Baseball Podcast, the SB Fantasy Football Podcast, and the Strikeout Beer Podcast stickers on there. Don't get gay. What?
Whoa.
We live on that side. That's where we thrive.
So it's like something you can catch, you know. It's like you know, you're gonna want to avoid that shit. Why?
Some people that's how that works, right?
You don't like having nice shit and disposable income. That was always like one of the things you got people moving in the neighborhood or something like that. I think it was on Family Guy or some shit, and they brought it up, and they're like, "What the hell are y'all talking about? They got the nicest house on the block. They drive the nicest cars." They're nice people, you know.
Their yard looks immaculate.
Yeah, the yard looks great, and here you are bitching about, you know, don't catch a COVID or whatever the fuck it is. That probably just got us flagged for something. What else is new?
Oh yeah, definitely. If we were on TikTok, we would have been kicked off a little while ago. So.
You can't even say COVID. Yeah, it's like, oh man, all hell breaks loose.
Oh, hell.
All right, I'm done with this.
Like, I'll really kick it up a notch and say horse tranquilizers. So that way we really get banned.
Oh, you know what? One thing I'm not excited about is I'm not excited about the political season that we're already in, because that's what it all does. It just brings up a bunch of shit and a bunch of like, it's a headache. It really is. When you go back and now you have to relive it again. It's been 4 freaking years. The same two old Fs are still at. I'm like, why don't we have term limits on everybody else? Have you seen like a shot at like Congress? At like a video of it, they look like a bunch of goddamn old people playing bridge. It looks like Cocoon or something going on.
Everybody's just really was only like 40 when that movie came out. So
isn't it crazy? Everybody's they're so old. They're like, you're the age of those guys and gals.
Actually, they were like 40. So yeah. I was meaning funny. I what? Gay and funny are the same word? I didn't know that.
Oh, okay. You're being that. Oh, just being fun, lighthearted, having a good time. Gay, you know.
Gay,
I got
gay,
you.
happy. Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's fine with that. It says I can open mod view. Let me check out mod view. Yeah, I had to get on Twitch. I had a stream the other day or whatever, and I almost
saw that, like Friday night.
StreamYard sucks. I'll tell you that right now. One, I'm really falling out of love with StreamYard because it just absolutely sucks. You can't
mess our whole world up.
Yeah, like on PC, it takes over all your sound controls and stuff like that, which I'm pretty sure when I installed that cool little Go XLR or whatever when I was streaming, that it fucked everything up too. Right. So then now I'm just sitting there fighting with sound, and I don't. Where the hell is my camera? Is that it right there? Okay, I'm just like I'm looking at it, and I feel like my eyes are like wandering. It's the big innings on, so that's probably what it is. But it just really sucks, and you can't have a guest on. Like right now, remote. I had to fire it up off my computer, my PC, or my Mac. So I got my Mac here, and then I've got the PC and the monitors around me and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, this is what I have to do now, just to do a recording with a fucking guest, or you know what I mean? It's a headache. It really is. And then so, anyways, I went live, and I'm sitting there. And at first, I was like, hey, this is all right. I'm just sitting there talking. TJ wants to play Fortnite. He's like, oh man, let's play some Fortnite. Let's go. and that thing just started lagging the shit out of everything. This computer, it was able to push out Fortnite, streaming, everything. I could have anything open and everything open. Now I can't have a damn Chrome window open without the son of a bitch falling down. Like, PC sucks. No wonder they suck.
It's all that porn. You gotta stay off the porn, man.
Only idiots watch porns on their computer.
Well,
when I say it like that plural, I go porns.
Porns. They watch more than one video.
Yeah, you got the Octobox going. Yeah. You got your AJs over here, your BJs over here, your ZJs over in the corner. You know, you got to pay extra for that kind of action.
Yeah. If you got to ask, you can't afford it though.
Yeah. Oh, that guy got drilled in the head. That helmet comes shooting. That is the wildest thing about baseball. Like if you're watching and it's an inside pitch or whatever, and you're like, holy shit, and that helmet just shoots right off their head. It hits like the bill, you know, or the top of it, and just, man, it's terrifying.
Did you see Simeon get plunked in the head?
He got plunked. Yeah, got plunked in the head, then gets back up in the second inning or third inning or whatever, and he goes, see ya. Hey, enjoy hey, thanks for hitting me. Yeah, but that's, I mean, yeah, that's some players that I feel that way about. Not him, obviously. I love Simeon, but like, you know, like Altuve. I think Altuve should be hit every time he gets up to the plate. Like, I don't know how much money they would have to fine me or how many games they'd have to throw me out of, but I'd hit him every fucking time. Like, he'd had 4 at bats, and if I hadn't been tossed yet, he's been hit 4 fucking times.
Well, first of all, you're assuming you could hit him.
Like, oh yeah, I mean, he's a little short, but I can fucking get him.
Yeah, but he's not just going to stand there and let your, 45-mile-per-hour fastball hit him.
He'll get hit with it. Yeah, that's you, nutsack, that throws 45. You look like a shot put.
Hey, I was like this for over 40.
I'm well in my 60s and 70s. Can I touch 70s anymore? I don't know if I could. I hurt my elbow like 2 months ago. I could barely do curls. I don't know what's wrong. Yeah, I heard
all those porns.
Yeah, now I'm a lefty.
Well, you went with the stranger.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, hello there.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. But it seems to be where like I was picking up like ladders and shit like that and hold them on one hand, and they were kind of like bending backwards and out. That's what it feels like, because I had to go unclog some drains. You know all those storms and shit we had roll through. And of course you really never see it, until it's raining and it's pouring, and you're like, okay, well that's a clogged drain. Water's going all over the place. You're like, all right, well, it lightened up a little bit. Let me go outside during a thunderstorm. It's lighter rain now, but I'm going to get up there and I'm going to unclog this goddamn thing right now.
During a thunderstorm, you climbed up on your roof to unclog it.
No. I got ladders. Ladders go up that high. But yeah, I got up on a ladder. And so
yeah, that's what I'm saying. During the thunderstorm.
Yeah, well, it's light drizzle at that point. What's up, Melton? How we doing?
Melton, what's up, brother?
So you get the ladder out. You get a screwdriver or a long pick or something like that, and you're in your those Adidas sandals that I've had for like 50 years. So I get those things out, so they're maximum grip.
They have zero traction on the bottom.
Maximum grip. So I get up on this death trap of a ladder, and it's wiggling back and forth and shit, and I'm like, oh my god. And then nothing's level around my house or even I'm so fat. The good thing is, I'm hoping is that it's on like the yard side, to where I just start sinking into the ground, because then I don't have to worry about anything moving. We're just going down. And but like in the backyard though, it can get a little dicey, because the bricks and the concrete and everything else. But I unclogged 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 of them. Yeah, out there just kind of on like 3 different days too.
So. Next thing you know, you're like Cleveland and you're falling down. You're like, now.
Yeah, and I think at our age and our size, it's like it's going to be in slow motion. So I'm probably going to be able to belt a couple of those out before I hit the ground. But then also I was like, if I hit the ground, I'd rather hit it with it being soggy outside. Because one, it's going to be funny as shit, because then you're going to be covered in, you're already wet. You're going to be covered in mud and whatever.
Right.
But yeah, you're going to hit the soft ground. Now, if I did it in the backyard, I could feel, I'm going to hit like all kinds of shit. I'm like, oh my God, it's going to be so annoying. But yeah.
And it's going to make a funny noise, like a plop or something like that, right?
Yeah.
It's the noise is definitely going to be a funny noise.
Mm-hmm.
So well worth it. But unfortunately, it won't be recorded while doing it. So
I'll have to put a GoPro on or something. But then I need to do it like the other dorks do it, when it comes off the hat and just gets the face, so you just kind of got this view. And, So as I come off the ladder, everything's moving, but my head it just looks like my head's straight or whatever. Just stupid. Yeah.
Oh shit! It's funny. It's funny you mentioned falling and sinking. I saw a story today of this lady that her and her husband were walking down this beach in Maine, just walking down the beach, and all of a sudden she just drops, and she's like, I thought I fell in a hole, but then she couldn't move, and she was sinking. She fell in quicksand, like out of nowhere on this beach in Maine. There's just this patch of quicksand that she just goes in and just starts going down. And her husband's got to yank her out of it. She's like, I thought I was done. Yeah.
Dude, the beach. And what's up, Marty? Let's see. I'm 55 and work off a 40-foot ladder and walk a 10 to 12-foot. Yeah, I'm not getting on a 40-foot ladder. I don't think I'd get on a 20-foot ladder. Like I've climbed, like the highest I go now is about my roof, I think. Like even when I was going to get like a 20-foot ladder to cut that tree down, and I just figured out a different way to do it. You know what I mean? Like I was up on a 12-foot ladder with like a 10-foot saw, and then I got it to a certain part, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to drop the rest of it. And then, so I just notched it and called it a day. But yeah, I can't do that. That's just not for me. Yeah. But yeah, the beach, man. Like, so you would have thought that you fell in a hole, right? Because all these dickheads go to the beach and there's really nothing to do but dig. And so people go out there and just dig holes and castles and like play areas and shit. It's like you can't go for a walk on the beach at night because you're gonna fucking break a leg.
It's insane. Yeah, she was like, I fell. She's like, I thought I just fell in the manhole because she was like waist deep. And then next thing you know, she's like, wait a minute, I'm not really in a hole. Holy shit.
Red alert. And you can't swim out of those things or whatever. You have to kind of be pulled out, because there was like that old saying or something like that where if you try to get where you lay flat, I think that's what it is, right? You try to lay flat.
You lean back or you lean forward to try and give yourself a little bit more room, almost kind of like float up type thing. Mm-hmm. But it's the more you struggle and stuff like that, you're going to go down. But, luckily her husband was right there and he was able to grab her and yank her out. But yeah.
You ever been in quicksand?
No. It's something that, growing up for us watching TV, we would have thought quicksand was going to be an everyday occurrence that we ran into. We were either going to be falling into quicksand or stop, drop, and roll. All right. Like at all times, we were going to be doing one of those two things, with as much as we saw quicksand on TV and as much as they beat stop, drop, and roll into us at schools. Like, I'm just going to walk around just catching on fire at all times. Like,
let's see. Quicksand got me back in 1988 or 89. And I went straight, like pretty much straight down. And then, yeah. So like a group of our friends, so it's back in Virginia Beach, and, hey, Snowman, old school's in the house too. What's up?
What's up, guys?
What's going on, fellas? So yeah, back in like 88, 89, we were in, Virginia Beach, and they were like, we're kind of in a newer development area. And so there's still development, like everything. So they got these big old like kind of cliffs and ramps and just large it's a giant playground essentially for kids with bikes. Right. So we're all over the place all the freaking time, and it just happened to be like one weird day that we're coming about and we stumble across it and we're like, what the hell is this? And yeah, I went in and it got me. Like I started sinking, and so it got to like around my waist or chest, and my shoe came off. I had fucking Jordans on that my dad bought me, and I was like, he's gonna kill me. So I go head first back in to grab them, and my friends take off. They go, they're like, oh shit, we're gonna go get your mom real quick. We'll be right back, whatever. And I was like, okay, my brother's there, and we had like a BB gun or whatever. And so by the time, so I'm like, yeah, I finally get back up, and now it's kind of up to around my chest area, whatever. And Justin's like, here, grab the gun, whatever. So I'm grabbing the thing, and he pulls me out of it. Like we get out, like he somehow gets me out of that shit. Like I'm like kind of half, you can swim and move, I guess.
Right.
It's real murky, real fucking just everything just sinks down. But anyhow, yeah, no, it damn near, my mom come fucking flying up in like an 88 Blazer, man. I mean, fucking, it looked like the damn A-team just rolled up. Fucking door flies open. She comes flying out. And she's like, what the heck? But I was already damn near out at that point. I can't, maybe it was when she pulled me out, or when like she pulled up, then they finally, Justin and them finally got me out. That's when I realized my shoe came off. and I went fucking back in because now I guess I figured it was probably safe at that point. But yeah, damn near got me.
And Marty said he was 8 years old when his granddaddy went into quicksand. He said, get back, and it took him 15 minutes to get out.
Yeah, it was a long time. Justin, everybody's stories are different, and that's one of the stories we always kind of tell, especially like when we all get together or whatever. And I remember like after years and years, like Lizzie and myself, Justin, and his wife, we're like getting back together, and we're just kind of rekindling things and hanging out. And that's one of the stories that always kind of fucking pops up. But yeah, Justin always tells it a little bit different. He's like, yeah, he was almost a goner, but thank God I was there. Whatever. His
story, he was up to right here. He just had his nose just hanging out. He could barely breathe, and I just reached in and said, "Not today, Satan," and yanked him out.
That's what he says, that I was like up to here. Like I was like, maybe. I was like, I remember kind of being around my chest and whatnot. But yeah, I definitely remember. I go, oh shit, my shoe just came off. That's what I remember the most. I was like, Dad's gonna fucking kill me. It's like, I better die in here, because if I don't, he's gonna kill me.
You're like, don't save me. I lost my shoe.
Yeah,
it's just not worth it.
It was wild. I mean, we did all kinds of shit, like jump bikes off a just huge ass like cliff area. You're jumping off of something that's like 6 to 8 feet tall. So you're like, your handlebars are slamming down. We used to go in all the new developed houses and like skateboard in them and shit, jump over staircases, and just, I mean, we were fucking terrorists essentially back then.
Yeah, I mean, when we were young, we would do whatever the hell we wanted to do. We ran the neighborhood all over the place. As long as you were home by the time the porch lights came on, or the porch light, but the street lights came on, you were good, right?
Yeah, essentially. I mean, that's all it was. I always joke about it when I go walking around like at night, and when it's because it's a little bit cooler. And then when the street lights come on, I go, whoop, I gotta go home.
Gotta go.
What's he say?
He says, all I could think of was, oh shit, I have to drive down to home to get help at 8 years old.
Yeah, it's something else. Like when you're like, oh shit, now what do I do? But yeah, I mean, it's like you lean back or move forward. But yeah, my friends, like, they just like, oh, I think we're like, just go get my mom real quick. But yeah, Justin and my mom fished me out of there. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. But that's the kind of shit, like, the beach, like if she didn't have her husband there, what would have happened? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, you could have freaked out. You could just kind of chill, because it seems to be like the way they tell us to like survive in certain situations. How it was 30 years ago ain't really how it works now, against like, cougars and shit. And, I guess the science, they're bringing in some more data for us. And they're like, instead of like walking or run away from a cougar, turn around and fucking punch it in the face or something. I don't know.
Right? Just fuck that fucker.
That's what they say do with a shark. They say turn around and punch a shark, but don't miss, because then your hand's in his mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, you punch him in his nose, and you say, ah.
Yeah, my fucking hand's gone.
I don't want to be in a situation where I'm anywhere near a snake, or not a snake, but a shark.
I don't want to be near a snake. Yeah,
either one, right? Like, I think like one of my fears would be like a giant like anaconda or something like that, or a snake that's like starts eating you, right? You like wake up and like you're waist deep in a snake as he's starting to slowly, like that.
Yeah. They talk about like those things getting loose, and like I couldn't imagine like living in Florida, because that's what they say, like all these massive ass like anacondas are, like they're here stateside, and they're just an invasive species. They're here. You know what I mean? Like,
some jackwagon brought one, right, and couldn't take care of it, let it loose in the Everglades there, and now they're everywhere. Yeah. Like they're paying you to hunt them now, right? Yeah. It's just like here with the hogs, right? We got the issue with the wild hogs out here in Texas, where they pay you to trap them, to kill them, whatever. They don't care.
Hell, not far from Dallas either. This isn't like West Texas. This is like fucking 25 minutes away. Get out there and get them, Yeah.
Amari said no sudden movements with cougars.
Yeah, I pretty much just walk right up to a cougar and I'm like, can I buy you a drink? Works every fucking time. Yeah, we had I swear to God, it was a mountain lion. It didn't look like a bobcat. The facial features were different. It looked just like a baby or a cub mountain lion in the backyard one time, and it did scare the shit out of me. But I realized that I had one of those like fucking big old super soakers, so that pretty much took care of it.
So you shot him with a water gun.
Yeah, well, those one that you those tubes that you put in the pool and you suck the water up and then give it the go, and it goes like 20 feet. with some
Yeah,
power.
but it's a short burst. It was enough though.
That was enough because I don't know what he was doing in my backyard, and the damn thing leapt because you've been in my backyard. So he leapt from the ground on the other side of the pool, like near the fence, went straight up, didn't fucking touch the fence, and went right over it. I mean, it was just a straight jump, boy. That damn thing was moving because I had the kids here too. The kids and Lizzie were like, "Hey," I go, "Hey, y'all go get in the car real quick. There's something in the back. I got to get this. I got to flush this thing out of the backyard. And I'm just going to get it out. I don't have time to hook up I'm not going to shoot it. You know what I mean? It's a cub. And I just want to get it out of my yard. And so I shot it with the damn thing. Yeah.
Wearing a white shirt.
The one I shot with a water hose back in 2010 had a white shirt on. I think I still got a picture of her. It used to be my screen lock. Liz is like, take that off that goddamn phone. I'm like, all right, then. All right, I'll take it off.
It's just history. It's just my history, babe. That's all. That's it.
But yeah, it jumped right out, and then I was like, son of a bitch. She goes, what the hell was it? I go, I don't think it was a bobcat. I was like, it had to be a mountain lion. And she was like, yeah, it didn't look like a normal bobcat. I was like, son of a bitch. We have weird wildlife out here. It's just, we have coyotes that walk through our houses and, not through the damn house, on the side of the house.
Strolls in. Hey, what's going on TV? What do you guys watch? You watching the Mavs game right now?
It's like Wile E. Coyote. He's got his little fucking hat, little Indiana Jones hat on. He's about to go get the Roadrunner. About that time, go Stars. And he walks out the front door or whatever. I'm like,
You're like, oh, what's up?
But yeah, fucking terrifying. Yeah, I don't. And nowadays, and I don't walk around with the spare key on me. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't know what to do. I mean, yeah, like there's dogs loose. So, I've been attacked by dogs in the neighborhood. I know all this crazy shit sounds like I live in the hood, I guess. But yeah, that damn day I got attacked by those two dogs. I just happened to be putting my golf clubs in my car, and I grabbed the driver. I go, come on, mother. I mean, I screamed that shit at 6:00 in the morning on a Sunday. Woke up half the neighborhood. It's like, but I mean, hell, I think most of these dogs around here, if I got my hands on them, it ain't gonna be a problem. Just got to get my hands on them. But
you just got to get your hands on them.
Anything else, I don't know. Anything large, I think I'm with you, man. I'd be too scared, especially like a snake. That's the first thing I think of with like all the down trees, and also obviously with the big old creeks and stuff like that we have here, and nature's thriving around where I live. So I'm like, shit, a big one. If I saw a big one, I'd have to kill it immediately, and I'd have to try to find out where the hell it came from because I'm killing everything. There's no way.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna torch all the land. My house, my neighbors' houses, they're all just going down.
Yeah. Give them a knock on the door. You got like a fucking day to get all your shit out, and I'm gonna go stay about 25 miles away at a Holiday Inn or something because I ain't dealing with that.
Because I'm scorching a 20-mile radius. That's why I'm 25 miles away.
I'm doing you all a favor. It's just gonna suck for a little bit. This is
I'm
all
doing the Lord's work here, people. Come on, work with me here. Seriously, show no fear. Yeah, I'll show no fear as I burn that place down.
Yeah. That's with most animals. So we were talking about this. If you're part of the Patreon, check us out, patreon.com/strikeout beer. We had the hypothetical. We were talking about some news stories a week or two ago. It was about snakes and bears. For that kind of content, all you gotta do is buy your pals a beer. It's $3 to get in. But yeah, I mean, we're just like with that, we had a nice little conversation about snakes and bears, and we got a little bit more in depth on it. Yeah, I had a couple drinks, so I was like, then I think what'd you bring it up? A chimp? You brought in a chimp to the conversation?
Always, you always bring the chimp in. Yeah, you always got to bring monkeys. Monkeys are fun, right? Until they're ripping off your face and your testicles.
Yeah.
And then they're not fun.
Jesus. So who are you getting death threats from?
I'm not getting death threats. So there was I think it was like a New York Times story or something like that talking about sports betting.
Okay.
And how these players are just saying like it's just getting out of control. Like with what they're getting, like players are talking about they're getting death threats because they're not, putting up the number like, oh, I bet on you to hit home run and you didn't. But not only that, but they're also getting Venmo requests from people. That, hey, I bet $50 on you to get a single and you didn't. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and send me that $50. So
unbelievable. We kind of covered this too back during the NFL season because it was running rampant. Because let's just be honest, there's too much. Why is this not working? Anyways, there's too much like sports betting going on. I think like it's getting the youth right, and a lot of these people, let's just say, aren't doing it for fun. They're doing it to like make some income, make some money. But let's just be honest, most of the time the house wins, right? Unless you know what you're doing, you've done some, you have a guy, or you do the analytics yourself, or you're a seasoned sportsman. If you can pick a winner, there's people that can just pick winners,
right?
But they were rolling into guys' DMs on Twitter, threatening the shit out of them and their family and all that kind of stuff because they only put up 15 points or 10 points or whatever. You're like, what the hell is wrong with these people?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on? And I think stuff like that, there needs to be some serious charges brought.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like, they death threats and stuff like that. Like, you see it. I don't know, we see shit. The internet's crazy. So now we're so desensitized. We're just like, people are like, go kill yourself. It's like, holy shit. I mean, that's kind of a big deal,
Yeah.
And then when they throw the I will, do this to you, then it's like, oh shit. Okay. So what are we going to take serious here? Are we going to start locking these people up, or fining or feeing them or community?
There's so many of them. How do you take them all seriously? I mean, they obviously don't, right? But at what point in time do you start to take the threat serious? Like the Venmo request thing, I think that's kind of funny, right? You shoot a guy over a Venmo request. Hey, buddy, I lost $50 on you. Hook me up, right?
And you might get paid. Who knows? You know what I mean? You get a guy that, if you're funny about it, you're kind of being a little on the light side, you might get a couple bucks.
Yeah. But just what are people doing? Like, and the thing is, like, me and you, we talk about it all the time. We're big bettors. We gamble. I don't want to say a lot, but
the number of bets we place, yeah, sure, a lot, but we don't bet a lot on each thing. It's like
no. Hey, I got an extra $20 this week. Let me throw a little coin down on some things and make it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
I got to make it through this WNBA game somehow. Let me go ahead and throw a little coin on here. But I've never thought oh man, this guy really screwed me over. No, it's, well, crap. I made a bad bet. I shouldn't have made that bet. Right. That's my thought process, not the thought process of, it's this younger generation that they just blame everybody.
Yeah. And they want something for if they're wrong.
It's never their fault.
It's never their fault. They're never wrong. This is something that happened that was out of their control. Whatever. It's like, what are you doing betting? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, and that shit, like I said, it's everywhere. And that's, you have the actual players getting caught up in this betting shit. And they got Bet Online on their jersey. Every damn other thing is Caesar Sportsbook or MGM, Bet MGM, and all this kind of shit. But yeah, no, I think if there's a death threat, there's a DM of it, that's your fucking account. They can prove that it's not doctored or whatever. Yeah, no, you get 80 hours of community service or something just to start. That's your first offense. You got to do some fucking shit.
Yeah. Because
something they got to start reeling these people in. Back in the day, you didn't mouth off because there was no internet like that. You got fucking slapped.
Right. You had to talk your trash in person.
Yeah. They call their house and hang up, but then they know who the fuck it is. So you're going to see them at school anyways, or see them in the real world or at work.
They're going to star 69 your ass and call you right back, right?
I was trying to explain star 69 to someone the other day. I was like, fuck, crap. I got to, you know what I didn't do? I didn't plug in my damn, the power cable for my computer.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, trying to explain star 69, but also trying to explain pound sign, right? Pound sign's not a real thing anymore, according to our generation. It's a hashtag, but it's really pound, which really made it unfortunate when they started doing the hashtag me too. You're like, no, that's not hashtag me too. That's pound me too. So,
God,
hate to break it to you.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Dave started early.
It's been a day, man. I'll tell you what. It's we've had the storms come through here. A lot of the neighborhood's been picked up, but there's still a lot of work to be done. I'm doing a lot of shit in our backyard and our front yard and things like that. And I'm off tomorrow, but we're leaving. We're going on a day trip. And so I'm like, I got to get this done, and this done. Bella's going to come over and watch Tilly for us for a couple hours. So that's nice. Okay. I think Jacob's actually going to bring over Isaiah anyways, and they're going to go hang out in the pool, swim, and BS around. And I'm like, okay, cool. So it's just all the extra shit you got to do and get stuff done. And like I said, I went down to downtown today. And I was looking at the clock. I was like, it's about 2 something. The storm clouds are rolling in. I go, well,
gotta go. See you later.
I think I'm going to head to the house. And one of the managers walked by. He goes, man, I was like, what do you look? I go, man, look at that storm. He goes, oh yeah, it's about to get messy here in about 25 minutes. you should probably go ahead and get out of here to beat. I go, yeah, all right. I fucking threw my shit in my
You
bag.
know what? That's a great idea.
And my boss doesn't hear, he's in Boston. He doesn't know what the hell I'm doing half that. He just knows I'm here in Texas.
Right.
And so yeah, it's like, I'm like, all right, man, I'm out of here. I gotta go. I got home. I had a claw or two and I was just kind of relaxing, but just working and this and that. I almost snapped my desk in half because I was like, let me take a break after work today. And when I say take a break, I played Rocket League.
Okay.
And I got into a tournament and we're in like the finals or semifinals or finals or whatever. And this guy was driving me crazy. And I almost just gave my desk the fucking right through the middle. I almost did it. I was like, I was screaming. It's like, what the hell's going on? I go, this son of a bitch. Why is he done? Why double commit? She goes, what? I go, why?
You're about ready to go all Dallas Cowboys fan on your desk.
Yeah.
Just take it out.
I want to so bad too. I'm finally going home tomorrow. Thank goodness. I finished all the work. Nice. Good. Yeah, no, for me, I'm just, I got to go in the office 3 days a week. But since I'm off tomorrow, then I'll probably just go into this week. I was sick last week too. So I got something going on like every freaking week. It seems like something comes up.
Yeah.
But the work's never done here. Just like you're always busy. So
yeah.
It's just,
just before the show, kiddo had all softball practice, all-star practice. So I was out at that. It was work. As soon as I was done with work, straight to practice. As soon as I was done with that, come here. We jump online. We're doing the show. I had about 5 minutes to stuff my face real quick before we jumped on, and just, and when I'm done here, I've got more shit to do when we're done.
Yeah. Lizzie was like, you want some chicken? And I go, hell yeah, I want some damn chicken. What kind of stupid question is that? Did you order some KFC? I'm like, that's like, we don't eat out much during the week. And like, we don't even order food a lot, but she hadn't been in the store the last couple days for some reason. But yeah, no, we kind of cook all week. And then the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we'll eat out like every freaking meal and go to brunch or do this and do that. But Jesus, I can't eat like that anymore.
It catches up with you for sure.
It sticks to you real easy. Like, it's just, oh God, my stomach. It's out of control. I'm not really peaking for my summer bod right now. I'm kind of going the opposite direction. I'm embracing the dad bod just like I have in the past. So,
just go with it, right?
I pretty much do.
Enjoy yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been watching this Mavs Celtics series?
Yeah, Mavs are in trouble. They're down 2-0. I think I went live Sunday about it, whenever they lost the last time.
It was Sunday. No, it was Sunday. You went live pretty late, right after the game was over, but it's not looking good for them, right? Because the big thing with the Celtics is their 3-point shooting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they only shot 25% on Sunday. They were 10 of 39 from 3-point and still won.
Yeah.
And the big thing for the Mavs was, they lose by 7. They missed 8 free throws.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, that's they're free throws.
I did like Luka taking full responsibility. You know what I mean? That's one thing I did like about it when the press conference. But yeah, he's like, and it's right. Like, that's one thing I was harping on was the free throws. I'm like, how the hell can you not just make, this is terrible free throw shooting. They're playing terrible. Boston's got their number right now. They can play man defense, so they don't really have to double team anybody. And that's where a lot of Luka's assists come from, right? And Kyrie as well. They'll go and double team something, and then they just the quick pass. But Luka had some nice dishes. He had some pretty good, nice passes, and they got within 8. The crazy thing is I've actually been making, we talked about gambling earlier, I've been making a couple bucks on these last couple games because they'll get so far down. And it's like plus 12 or plus 17. I go, yeah, I'm going to take that. So but they are just struggling.
And Kyrie hasn't been playing good. Kyrie hasn't won a game ever since he stepped on Lucky back in the day and upset everybody. All right. Has not won a game against Boston since then.
I thought it was just Boston arena.
Hate him.
Yeah.
They hate him. Like, you could hear all during the game, Kyrie sucks chants, just nonstop.
Yeah.
And your bench isn't doing much. The Mavs bench scored 9 points. Meanwhile, just Porzingis himself off the bench scored 12. All right.
Is this game 1 or game 2?
This is game 2.
Okay, because game 1, boy, he
went off.
It was crazy. The first quarter was insane. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. He's like, you know what? I feel like you guys did me dirty while I was there, so let me just go ahead and take care of things, right? And
yeah, I mean,
just,
Boston's just that damn good.
Boston's that good, and it's 2 games in Boston, right? It's not really a problem until a team wins a road game, right? So as long as if the Mavs go home and take care of business at home, everything's fine, right? But the thing is, teams that go up 2-0 in the NBA Finals win 85% of the time. So
the last time it happened was the very last time they were some team was down 0-2 that they won, I believe. I think that's a stat that I heard or something like that.
I think that was LeBron's Cavs.
Was it?
When they beat Golden State in the finals.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's that series where Draymond had that boneheaded technical, then missed a game, and LeBron chased down, I can't remember who he chased down, but he chased him down like all the way down the court and blocked his layup as he tried to go in for the layup. And he just slams it against the backboard and drives down and scores. Yeah, that was.
It seems like everybody says Draymond's bonehead something. That's all he does is dumb shit. You know what I mean? And I couldn't even believe they brought him on the TNT broadcast that one. Was he on the TNT or was he on the NBA final one? Anyway, the NBA final broadcast sucks. The announcers suck. The pregame, postgame, everything else sucks. I'm like, dude, they screwed the pooch by not bringing in the TNT guys.
Well, yeah, I don't mind JJ Redick and Doris Burke, right? They're not bad. I like what JJ brings to the table, and I mean Doris is just timeless, right? You've been listening to her for what feels like our entire lives.
She's
right?
awful.
She's not awful.
Terrible. Yeah, no, doesn't even really sound like she knows what she even paying attention to the game, and then her voice is just fucking awful. Like you're just like, oh god, I got to put this on mute. See, the thing is, you probably not even watch the game, so it doesn't bother you. You know what I mean? But it's bothering everybody, and I'm not alone. I really thought I was like, man, is it just bothering me? I go to Twitter and oh, buddy, it's angry.
First of all, the answer to that question, is it just bothering me? The answer to that is yes, because everything bothers you.
No, man. Everybody else was like, no, she sucks. I was like, she's terrible. And her voice is awful. I hate her voice. I don't know what it is about her voice. She's got that same voice, you know, from what's that? Is it Batman versus Superman or something like that? That chick that's in there, one of the higher up. She talks.
I thought she was like Martha.
No, Martha. Lizzie knows who the hell it is. I can't stand this chick's voice. It's like, oh my god.
I don't know. Peppermint Patty.
Yeah, sure. Peppermint Patty. Sounds like her. Yeah, there you go. Checks out.
Let me carry. Yep. No, you carry the one. Yeah. No, that's right. That's how it is.
I'm gonna look it up right now. Holly Hunter.
Okay. All right.
Fucking terrible.
What was she in that movie?
I think she was like congressman or some crap. Congresswoman.
The one that gets blown up.
Fingers crossed. I don't know. Probably. Yeah,
that's the one where they blow up the building. They put the guy in the wheelchair and he blows up the building.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. I can't remember if that was that movie or not.
It's a Superman's in it, so yeah. I mean,
the thing with that movie was they just tried to squeeze too damn much into it, and it was just like, hey, what are you doing?
It sucked so bad.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good. Like
so damn long.
And then you try and squeeze in this whole like Doomsday storyline, but you completely botch the whole Doomsday storyline. You make Doomsday Zod, and like I would love to have a whole Doomsday Death of Superman story if you did it right, but not that.
It doesn't seem like anybody can do anything right nowadays. And this was like 10 years ago. Hell, that movie's been out for a while, right?
Oh yeah, no, that's way more than 10 years ago.
Yeah,
gosh, it's almost been 10 years since the whole Zack Snyder DC.
2016, so 8 years. Yeah,
really, that's it.
That's it. 2016.
Feels like it's been a lot longer.
Yeah, it's because the movie was fucking 5 hours long. They got one on Max right now. It's called something gray or something like that. Like I think they put a filter on it. It's the same damn movie, but they put like a gray filter on it.
Are you talking about the Justice League movie or Batman vs Superman?
Dawn of Justice. Batman vs Superman. Yeah, Batman vs Superman. Dawn of Justice.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. Who knows?
Is there another movie I don't know about?
Well, there's the Justice League one that they did a whole
Oh,
like
that
black
was
and white,
sad.
right?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was
The
terrible.
whole, then you had the Snyder cut, right? Which was 3 hours longer and just sucked even more. Like,
Every time Lissy's younger son comes over, Junior, he comes over. Hey man, did you watch? And he's got nothing but fucking movies and TV shows. He wants to say, "Did you watch this? Did you watch this? Did you watch?" No, no. What? No, didn't watch that either. Didn't. And it's not like I'm lying to him. I'm just like, no. He goes, "What do you do?" I go, "I fucking work." It's like,
you're like, hey, I just watched The League again.
yeah. Listen, I could knock out all these movies in a couple days, but yeah, no, I actually had that shit on earlier today when I got home. I was like, it's like season 4 or 5. It's Puber Cuts was going on.
No, I just finished rewatching season 1 of It's Always Sunny. It wasn't bad without Danny DeVito. I gotta say,
It's okay.
16 years ago when it came out. Hey,
I turn it on when Lizzie it usually comes on like FX, like on a Saturday night or Friday night or something. It's one of those twos about like 10 or 11 o'clock. Lizzie's already out cold. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to watch it. So I'll put it on, and shit's just crazy. Like that one where he, how much green paint have you drank? He goes, show me your tongue. It was like, it was the St. Patty's Day one, right? Yeah, because he didn't want to use fucking food coloring. He was using green paint. Charlie's great. He's so great at shit.
I saw the clip where they're on Family Feud, and they're backstage, and Charlie's like, "What's this interesting bowl of white here?" That's like, you mean cottage cheese? He's like, cottage, like from a no, it's. Aren't you like a cheese guy? He's like, I'm not into fancy cheeses like cottages,
That episode also was it. I can't think of the main guy's name. The brother sister. What the hell's his name?
Dennis.
Dennis. Then every time that buzzer goes off, it fucking absolutely distorts him. He can't even get like a question on or an answer off. He leads like 15 points and he fucking it like debilitates him. He's just like fucking like by the time it's over, he's just cowering on the ground, or whatever. He's like, shit.
Meanwhile, early when he's doing the whole coaching, he's like, "You're gonna lose this for us. You're gonna be the reason why we lose this." And he's just like,
That fucking show is so crazy. But yeah, no, I'm still watching. I'll fire up the league, and it's June. I'll probably hammer through it one more time before August, just because it's something I watch. And between that and Trailer Park Boys, those are my go-to shows if I'm just want to fire something up. And I really have back when the league was on Netflix, I would mow through it in about a week because there's no commercials, there's none of that bullshit. Hulu has commercials every fucking 10 minutes, and it turns a 20-minute show into a half-hour show, or 45 minutes sometimes. But yeah.
And it's Hulu's still messing with me with just that show. Like that's the only I'll turn it on and everything's going good. It goes to a commercial, and when it comes back from a commercial, there's no sound. And that's the only thing on Hulu that does that for me. And I'm like,
have 4 Yankees run into each other. That was pretty close. Yeah, that's the only thing that does it.
Yellowstone, haven't watched it.
I watch Yellowstone via reels and shorts, so I pretty much have seen the whole damn thing.
But I haven't seen that on there. Yeah,
it's one of the things that pops up, and that's like one of the for a while there, that's all it was. That's a damn thing about like watching reels or anything. I skip so many or put I'm not interested in so many, and then when I fucking finally watch one, oh buddy, I got 15 coming right after that. Like I can't get away from it all of a sudden.
B from O's in the house. Hey, Strikeout. Hey, I see OS and Marty here. That's right. We got the whole gang. The gang's all here.
What's up, B? How we doing? Yeah, I think we're going to be sponsored. He's doing another league. He wants to do a over 30 league actually for Fortnite. What the hell is he called? He calls it something. What the hell is that league called? I don't know. But anyways, he's going to do a Fortnite league for 30 plus players. And I was like, yeah, we'll sponsor you again. I was like, did we do the first place or the last place last year? He goes, there was something that y'all did. I was like, oh yeah, I remember giving money or like V-Bucks to like the last place team. But
yeah, we did the last place. Yeah,
we did a first place as well. I think we did the whatever the big card is, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. But yeah, always a good time. Old school's good dude. Good dude.
Good dude. Good dude.
Still chatty though when he has a couple beers. Super chatty. Yeah. He'll call you on the phone and start talking to you. Oh, streamers edition. That's it. Okay, there you go. So he's trying to get streamers involved. and
Okay.
whatnot. Yeah,
All right.
nice.
Well, that's fun.
He's killing it over there on YouTube. I mean,
Right.
you tune in, you got 50 to 85 people. He goes live on Sunday morning. Watch out, big crowd, big
Well,
crowd.
well, he's kind of a big deal. I don't know if
Yeah.
you know this or not, but he's got many leather-bound books that smell of rich mahogany.
Yeah, so we'll be a part of that again. Well, I won't be playing, obviously, but yeah, it's always one of those things. Oh, only streamers. Yeah. Even
Only
Murray says
streamer. Is that kind of like OnlyFans?
it. Ooh, so you got
Maybe
an
you should have an OnlyFans league.
ooh, even better. Like, how
I'm
cool would that
interested.
be?
We will sponsor that as well.
They got to stream live from their OnlyFans though, and I need their links.
Right. And we'll interview them, little one-on-one interviews with all of them.
Well, I guess I got to see them first. I'm not the guy that subscribes to all the OnlyFans. I'm the guy that subscribes to the ones I want to look at OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? I'm
shave what you can.
Oh hell, I think I need another beer. Hey babe, are you listening? Can I have a Miller Lite, please? Please. I was like, come fish me out of here 11 o'clock. I felt like it was a Monday. I go, come fish me out of here about 11 or 12 o'clock. I was like, give me old Monday vibes.
Oh man.
I don't miss them. I mean, I couldn't do them now anyways, just because of the fact that I have to go in on Tuesdays now. So it's like, shit,
Right.
that's out of there. Ain't no way in hell. Was sitting there like the high class Family Guy meme. Yeah. You guys all look better. Y'all think that I'm better than you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am.
Yeah. Oh man. So what do you think about this whole Caitlin Clark thing?
I think she's making a bunch of spares famous.
Well, yeah, obviously,
I
right?
think anytime anything happens and some like spare ass players, whenever they put that name in, the first 5,000 comments, who? No one knows who the hell these people are. They're nobodies. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. It's not Plum or someone of noteworthy. It's some spare ass guard from fucking Phoenix or something. You know what I mean? No one knows who this person is. But anyway, she got left off the Olympic team.
Yeah. Yep.
Which was and then they showed the picture of all the 5 people who had a say in that. I go, well, okay, there you go. That makes sense. Whatever. It's like, but anyway, I think she could have got the Christian Laettner treatment. That's what I think. I think if you want some eyeballs on there, they say the reason they didn't put her on there, one is skill wise, I guess.
She has zero international competition experience.
Yeah.
Right.
So skill wise and things like that. And then on top of it, they were like, well, we're afraid that if we don't play her friends will revolt. Like, what are they going to fucking send a bunch of mean tweets?
Well,
how soft are you?
And I think they were in a no-win situation with this. I honestly think it was a no-win situation, right? Because a lot of talk, hey, had she gone, she really wouldn't have played a lot.
No.
And so you've got to go, and at every press conference, it's going to be questions about her, right? Hey, what do you think about, she's not playing? Well, why isn't she playing? Do you think, she should get in there? And then if you don't pick her, now it's, well, why'd you leave her off? This was, and the biggest complaint is, hey, this was a huge opportunity to bring more eyeballs to it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you take a look, they just played some other crappy team in the WNBA that I think they have like 2 wins. The other team had like 3 wins this season.
Mm-hmm.
They're the 2 worst teams in the league, but they just had the highest viewership of any game ever.
Yeah.
And that's what she does.
Yeah. So you're trying to grow the brand and whatnot. And let's be honest, the Olympics has always been an amateur sport. You know what I mean? And then it changed when they started, rolling out Michael Jordan and shit and Charles Barkley. But
we lost and we said that's not happening again.
Yeah. But just when I talk about this, Christian Laettner was amazing at his time, right? He was a power forward. He's a prick. I don't like him, man. I hate him. But anyways,
that guy.
Yeah, the guy. But it's funny enough. He's the guy. You see the F Laettner shirts or Christian Laettner sucks or whatever. He's got it.
Yeah,
he owns
trademark that. Yeah.
But so you say the 92 Olympic roster is as follows: David Robinson, Patrick Ewing, Larry Bird, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, Clyde Drexler, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Chris Mullin, Charles Barkley, Magic Johnson. Okay? They put Christian Laettner on there. He was the only collegiate player on that team. He was playing for Duke at the time, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because he was being coached. The head coach was Chuck Daly, but the assistant coach was Coach K.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you couldn't have just put her on the fucking thing to get the eyeballs. And you could have put her into play. Let's just be honest. Most of these other countries really don't have a dedication kind of to women's sports like we do, like where they're just like, okay, yeah, you got your sport, you got time to dominate. We have professional women's sports and things like that. It's like you couldn't just throw her on there. She should have, what she should have done? Well, I think because she talked about doing it, staying back in college one more year. And I think if she stayed in college that one more year, she would have been on the Olympic team. I think so.
I don't know that she would have. And the Olympic Committee, they said, hey, look, the selection committee, they're like, look, we're selecting a team not to grow the brand. We're selecting a team to win the gold medal.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, obviously they're worried about it, right?
We want to take a team that's going to win. So that's what we're going to do. Now, is she going to prevent you from winning? No, she's not. But you also got to take a look at, yes, she's doing great scoring wise, right? Points, rebounds, assists. I think she was like one of 2 players in WNBA history hit like 150 points and 50 rebounds and 50 assists or something like that. But she is also on pace to completely obliterate the turnover record.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers
in a season. Like double it, almost triple it. Like it's insane the pace that she's on for that. So, and plus, you got to look, she hasn't had a break this year.
Yeah.
She had her college season, goes all the way to the championship. A couple weeks later, she has the draft. And then it's not long after that before the season started. Like she's just been on this whole whirlwind of here to here to here, jumping from thing to thing to thing. Whatever. And she's young.
Yeah.
She's going to have a chance. She's going to be Olympic team.
My thing is that if you're fielding a woman that's on the team that's 41 years old as well. You know what I mean? You're not trotting out the best either. You didn't tell her to stay at home. She's 41. You're telling me there's no one else better? That might be
still pretty good. But I'll tell you, you know what I actually think might have even been a better fit on the team that didn't get a shot on the team. And then you got Brittany Griner on the team, who I just don't think is that great really.
Huh.
And meanwhile, the last time she went overseas, she got detained. And next thing you know, we got the worst trade in U.S. history. But Cameron Brink is, I think, better. She leads the WNBA in blocks.
Yeah.
Right? As a rookie. She's going to be the youngest player ever to lead the league in blocks. She's a hell of a basketball player too. Another person who came, a rookie this year that's been playing great.
Yeah. She also is, they obviously are trying to come on now. Let's go.
Come on.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of, I'm not saying like that, but when you bring her up and she's like killing it, you're like, okay, so not her either, huh? All right. You got anybody else? But I guess they couldn't bring the other chick either. Like, oh, fuck, this will be way too obvious because she sucks. I liked her. Her best performance was Ice Age. I really did like her in Ice Age. I did. All-star performance. I asked for a beer and I heard a door open. I'm like, I don't know if I'm getting it or not.
You're not getting that beer.
So thirsty. I'm so parched. I'm trying to milk this last little.
Milk that last little bit, yeah. But unfortunately, I just think they were just in a no-win situation with that. No matter what they would have done, people would have complained about it. People would have bitched about it. Here's the thing. I like to compare America to you. They're pissed off at everything and everything sucks. Okay.
Yeah.
No matter if it's good or not, or they like it, they can't like it. They're not allowed to, and they have to bitch about it.
I was actually looking for the roster, and I don't think I clicked on the right link. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, anyways, I can't find it, but I also want ages next to everything. I want what you've done this year, not what you've done over your 40 fucking year, professional career. Because I don't give a shit about that. But I did like some of a lot of these players have a ton of experience. But some of them, it just doesn't seem like they want to step out of the way. Like it's over. You have to understand you're 40 years old. A 20-year-old can do shit faster than you can and keep up with it. Now, the pace of play obviously is slower, so it kind of helps, right? You don't have to. You have a 40-year-old. I mean, it's not like Horver's out there fucking dominating. I mean, he is. He's popping threes and shit, but his ass is huffing and puffing up and down that damn court.
Dude, he's in what, like his 40th season in the NBA?
He's 39 or 41. There was one of those numbers that stuck out. Like that's how. I mean, I was like, Jesus Christ, my man.
I was like, that guy's still in the league. Is Joakim Noah still in the league too?
Dude, no one even knows who that guy is.
He was Al Horford's teammate on that Florida team.
Oh my God.
So I got the roster here for you if you're interested.
Yeah, sure. Let's hear it.
Napizi Collier, 27.
Okay.
Kayla Cooper, she's 29.
I never heard any of those two people.
Now, I can go ahead and tell you that they're both in the WNBA.
Of course.
Chelsea Gray, who is 31, is not on a team. She's not. She plays basketball.
Chelsea Gray?
Yeah. Chelsea Gray. She's 31. Brittany Griner is 33.
She plays for the Aces.
Oh, okay. Well, that's weird that. Okay. So why does so the USA roster on this, for some of them, it has their team and some of it doesn't. So that's weird.
I think I had her on my team last year.
Yeah. Sabrina Ionscu, she's 26.
Okay.
Jewel Lloyd is 30. We got your girl on the team, Kelsey Plum, 29.
Always and forever.
Brianna Stewart, she's 29. Diana Taurasi is 42. Alyssa Thomas is 32. Asia Wilson, 27. Jackie Young, 26.
That's an old roster, just real old, especially for now, like nowadays. I think, but then again,
you got two 26-year-olds on there, then 27 Asia Wilson, which she's got a lot of hot sports opinions about Caitlin. She's like, all she does is shoot threes. Really? That's all?
Yeah, you got old people and idiots on this fucking team. And
it's not really all she does.
Yeah, hot sports opinions. Sounds
really great at turning the ball over.
I mean, there's absolutely a reason why she was left off of this team, and it's kind of glaring at some point. But
how old was Jordan? That 92 team was old because like Larry Bird could barely freaking walk at that point in time. Like Larry Bird was just beat the hell up.
Yeah, Bird and Johnson were both on that team, and they were old. The other guys were rather young. But yeah, holy shit, man! It just, it's a little old. I had it pulled up. Let me look at it one more time. I guess I don't feel like it, but yeah, those dudes. Jordan wasn't as old as, let's see, Michael Jordan. He was born in 90. You're back. There you go. I can't spell Jordan for some reason. He's born in 63, so 92 minus 63. What's 92 minus 63? He's 29 at the time. Best player in the best player in the world. Yeah. Allen's having some good times over there. It looks like that dial-up internet's really got to him. He's the taco of our league. Yeah, unbelievable. I just don't see it happening. Allen, hit me back in a second. I know it. It happens every single freaking time. This is why I need the ads button on this computer, so we can just start running ads and be like, hey, make sure you check out Strikeout Beer, blah, 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 an SB Baseball podcast for daily content. And don't forget on SB Fantasy Football. So speaking of which, SB Fantasy Football, I told Patreon they get first dibs. But anyways, we're bringing back the league. We're going to draft in August. But I think we're going to do 12 or 14 teams this year. It's going to be the Superflex. It's free for it's Patreon and Twitch subscribers. But there's always a spot or two open at towards like the end. So you can get in technically for free. But yeah, I pay out money at the end to the winner. Obviously, I won last year. That's you can just refer to me as your champion. But anyway, that's going to be one of the leagues. We're working on the massive league where you just have one NFL team. That's it. So if you're interested in getting that league, I think we're going to do 10 or $20. We're worried about filling up slots right now. We'll get the money later, obviously, but it's just to keep people interested throughout the entire year. Now, like I said, you get one NFL team. So, if you want the Seattle Seahawks or the Chargers or something like that, now the Tigers, or excuse me, the Lions, the Bengals, the Giants are all taken right now. So we're going to find people. I'm pretty sure the Jay's going to get the Dallas Cowboys. I'm pretty sure Old School is going to want the Chiefs, and you will fill a roster in, but there's no, waiver wire. You have everybody from your team at your available. And I think we're going to tweak it just a little bit to where you can start, obviously one quarterback, but you can start one running back and like two receivers, tight end, and etc. So you'll have to select who you want to play. And it's also going to help if there's injuries, right? So if your running back goes down, you get the backup. But the problem is that, if your quarterback goes down, you got to deal with the backup as well. That'll be fun, I think. And then, like I said, it's a full season. Everybody's going to get a bye week. So it's, you're pretty much just going to be that 1 week. You're going to take a loss or something. We'll figure out what we're going to do. We're going to figure out the rules, but we're trying to get whoever is interested in it, because we want to fill up all 32 teams. Hey, thanks, baby. That's right. Lizzie brought me a beer. So I guess I got the green light to party just a little bit longer. But anyway, so we're putting out like SB Fantasy Football Podcast, putting out shows weekly. It's going to kick up to a couple times a week here pretty soon. We're going to get our rankings out. We're supposed to do the ranking show today. It'll probably kick the next week. So we'll do quarterbacks from 11 to 20. We'll drop that next week. Just got done watering. What did I miss? Man, I haven't had I watered my yard the other day just because of I put some fertilizer down on it. So I was like, let me go ahead and water it just so the dogs don't get into it. You got to switch it. There we go. I can't be on that side. That's not going to work for me.
Okay.
I was telling everybody about the league. We're for the super flex, we're going to do 12 to 14 teams. And then the big league is going to be 10 to $20, but we need people to start claiming team names, figure out what we're going to do, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Yeah. It should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait for football season.
Yeah. We're going to do it this year because after we give everybody ample chance here to get in, I'm going to open it up to the Facebook groups.
Okay.
So we're going to fill this. We will fill this roster up, or, these teams. And if we're going to get close, I guarantee you we're going to have 30 out of 32. We'll have to figure out the rules and what we're going to do, especially when it comes to bye weeks. I just figure everybody would just take a loss. If it's a bye week, it's a bye week, one of those things. But I don't know. We'll figure out if we can work a way into where two people have the same bye week, then nothing happens, whatever. But we'll talk all about that.
Yeah. Well, we should be able to play around with that and figure that out.
Yep,
for sure.
Rankings start next week, like I said. But I can't wait for football either. I've just kind of got bit by the bug here recently. We're so damn close to actual, the preseason. OTAs are kind of going on, but you're gonna have training camp. Who's they're doing? Is it the Bears? They're doing the Bears this year, right? For Hard Knocks.
Yes, yeah, it's gonna be the Bears.
So that'll be out before you know it. That'll be coming here in August. But yeah, it's so damn close. Like it was less. I think we're about at 80 days for one, and then like 40 something for the other. It's amazingly around the corner.
Oh yeah, you can taste it.
Yeah, that's good beer too.
That's how close it is. So close you can taste it.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so who's getting bans? Did we ever talk about that?
No. So I'm done watching the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, F them.
So Joey Chestnut has been banned from the hot dog eating contest this year.
The most American athlete we got here.
The greatest champion athlete of all time. Like, give me another champion someone who's won more championships.
Yep.
I'll wait because there isn't anybody. 18-time champion, I think it is. Yeah, so he's got a sponsorship with Impossible Meat. They make like veggie meats, and they're a direct competitor of Nathan's, and that has to do with their, his league contract with the MLE, right? And with the Nathan's hot dog eating competition. Like they actually gave him okay. He did another one on like Labor Day, but it was for an unbranded hot dog eating competition, right? But it was just one of those things where it's part of the contract. You can't do it. Just kind of like the whole Kobayashi thing, right? He wouldn't sign a contract with the Major League Eating corporate league or something like that, and so he wasn't able to compete in the hot dog eating contest. So
unbelievable. I mean, they must have paid him a ton of dough. Like, I don't know how much money he's getting from them, but obviously it's got to be quite enough.
But I just don't see how you don't find a way to. He's your biggest star.
Yeah.
And people tune in just to see his dominance.
On 4th
right?
of July, maybe every single year.
So now some guy who's gonna eat is probably the Matt Stone kid, right? Stoney or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He'll be a good 15 to 20 dogs behind him, but he beat him that one year when Chestnut had the jaw injury, and so he wasn't able to. It was the one year that he lost. But I'm just not interested now. Like I've completely lost interest. I'm out. Hopefully they'll try and work something out here in the next month, right? Because there's going to be a huge. The uproar is going to be huge. You're going to see a huge fallout from this.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's such a cash cow for Nathan's. Not just Nathan's, but like ESPN. Like the ratings for ESPN for that is huge.
Yeah.
So
Chestnut won it last year with 62. The runner-up was Jeffrey Esper at 49. So he was within 13. It's nothing crazy, but then James Webb of Australia finished third at 47. So maybe you'll have a closer race this year.
Well, yeah, because
obviously he won't just tear away. The year before that, Chestnut had 63. Esper had 47.5, and then James Webb had 41. So that seems to be Esper is like he can get 47. Well, he improved 1.5 dogs from last year to the year before.
I mean, if you look at it, like realistically, it's 10 minutes, and Chestnut can give them a minute head start, and still win by a good margin.
Yeah. All right, Marty, take it easy. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for popping in. We'll see you on Old School Stream. Yeah, him and Old School, they team up, get on there and get some dubs. To get that dub train going.
A little tag team back again.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, they need
to bring that like have a little intro song.
But we need them rapping it.
Yeah, right. You have to. Like, oh my God, to hear Marty sing that song in Old School.
Because if they're singing it, you can't. They can play it, right?
Yeah. They won't
copyright over somebody else singing a song.
You'll have to distort the beat, I think, or throw it off by like a half a beat, or find like some different version of it.
Freestyle. Hear me out. They freestyle it. Maybe a little beatboxing action going.
Hey, they got Eugene. He's in there beatboxing. That's his robot that he has that beatboxes.
There we go. It sounds like we can make this work.
This can be done, apparently. I mean, with all the technology we have now.
I mean, we have the technology. We can rebuild them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Just do it. Yeah. See, Marty, you and Old School need
what? You're gonna rap a tag team.
Hold on, I'm gonna get you the song. So it's tag team. Whoop! There it is.
Yeah.
And so you just need to y'all need to do like probably 20 seconds of that song. You don't even do the whole thing. I mean, it's only like how long is that song? Isn't very long, right?
I mean, they say "whoop!" There it is for about 2.5 minutes of it.
And the funny thing is, I love because when you Google them, it's the ice cream with the syrup and the sprinkles and shit. Like when that commercial came out, I was excited as shit. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was the best shit ever. I was like, hell yeah.
So good.
I would play it, but we're gonna get popped. We always get popped. But yeah, Eugene, get Eugene, program Eugene to do that. But y'all need to. He needs to lay down the beat for you, and then you and Marty need to get together for the lyrics for the whatever the hell they call it.
Yeah. And then go ahead and share that on like YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and you're going to go viral.
I'm telling you.
Just
everybody
make it
loves tag team, man. They love it.
Everybody. And they're current with the Geico commercial. So
it was a Geico commercial, wasn't it? Yeah.
Geico commercials are the best. Like, let's just be honest. They're really good.
Yeah. You need me to pick you up anything tomorrow?
I think
I'll be back in August. So
okay.
I don't know if I can fly back home with a bunch of what is it, White Castle stuffed in my pants. So all right. So if y'all don't know, I'm flying out. Me and Lizzie decided to take a day trip. We're heading out to Vegas tomorrow. And we were initially supposed to leave at like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. This is my very first time and probably my last time flying Frontier. I'm gonna do I'll do a whole nother show later talking about my experience on that or whatever. But anyway, so we're flying Frontier, and they hit me up like a week ago, and they're like, "Hey, guess what? Your flight doesn't exist anymore for the early flight out." I go, "Well, that sucks. Here we put you on a later flight." Like, okay, about 11:30. Remember the first time we flew out there all together? It was like 10, 11 o'clock, right?
Something like that.
I think it got delayed too. So we were there. We didn't get out there till like noon. And then, but my flight home is at like 6 something, I think. Yeah. I didn't want to do the red eye. So I'll be home by like 11:30.
Okay.
So now I'm going to be on the ground. It went from being on the ground for 11 hours to about 4. If you wait, I'm TSA pre-check now. So I'm pretty excited about that. My first time I get to use it. So I got to take my damn shoes off. I can kind of just get in the machine, give a little helicopter dance, and then move on with my life. Right.
Right.
And so, but yeah, my first time flying Frontier, I've never done it before. It was a $45 ticket, and I am nervous. Like, I've been pretty nervous about it. And now I'm like, all right, we'll see what happens, and I'm like, well, something happened. Obviously we're in Vegas, so there's places I can go get clothes. There's plenty of hotels I can stay in, and whatnot. And it's like, shit. Like, I mean, the last time that I went out there with you, I was like, I'm going to the airport. I'm hopping on Southwest and I'm coming home right now. It's like, I don't care how many fucking points it takes. I'm getting on the flight. But
yeah, that was a good time though. It was a good time. You rallied with the Bloody Marys. The Bloody Marys brought you back.
They always do. They always do. I don't know what it is. So anyways, yeah, I'm heading out there. The initial idea was to be out there for that long, for 12 hours. I was like, okay, well, just drop me off at like Mandalay.
You just work your way down the strip.
Yeah, and go get maybe a nice big ass breakfast, and then we just start trucking. Right there. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, let's do that, and then we'll just truck it up one side of the strip, go on the other side, truck it on down, because I always have to stop in the wind. So I got to stop in the wind and let them know I'm there. And then same thing with MGM, but we always hit MGM properties. Anyhow, but so now it's like, well, do I just catch a cab and just go straight to the Wynn and then work my way back? Stop at White Castle.
I mean, you have to stop at White Castle.
It's on. I'm gonna stop there, but now I get to stop there for like lunch instead of like in the afternoon. Like, you don't want to eat White Castle at 5 o'clock when you got like a 6 o'clock flight. That's just bad news, because Alan broke a damn toilet in there and just went to town. He disappeared for like 45 minutes.
That's not true.
And I was like, what the hell's going on? He didn't, he went to the bathroom. We were flying over Arizona. He didn't come back out until we were like hit El Paso.
That's not true. That's a lie.
They were like, Tommy boy, sir, there's a 45-minute time limit. That vodka and the tomato juice will do it. That's how you get it there.
Glad to hear they have a deal on flights again. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, Dave was in the airport bathroom. He disappeared for a while.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I told Lizzie, I go, I almost said Little Caesars. I got to stop by Caesars, because I was like, I always go to the same bathroom no matter what time of day it is. It's the bathroom that's on the main floor, like where Restaurant Row is or whatever. They're all their restaurants in the place, and you go down an escalator. It's like perfect. I don't know what it is. I feel right at home.
It just feels real comfy there.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no. Alan waits till we're 40,000 feet in the air and just decides to bomb the plane. Well, can't say that. Can't say bomb on a plane.
No, can't say bomb. But it was just one of those where it's just like I just looked over at you. I was like, because you were on the end. I go, I gotta go, buddy. You're like, what? I go, it's happening. It's either happening right here in the seat or I'm going in the back. Your choice.
I was as soon as you passed me, I went straight out. I was right back to sleep. And so by the time you came back around, I go, I don't know what fucking time it was. I was just exhausted. And that flight was, we were telling people about it. This is back when you can catch like a 5 or 6 o'clock, but it's a 6 o'clock flight is what we caught out. And then we caught a 12:55 a.m. flight back. So we're gone for 24 hours.
Yep.
So that's when we got dropped off. I look over at Liz, I go, I'll see you in 24 hours. And so I was like, all right. So, but yeah, no, this time it's a little bit more condensed. We get home before, midnight, hopefully, and whatnot. But yeah, Tilly's going to be, we got the dog now again. You always have to think about all this extra shit. And so it just, but we'll see. I gave her the choice. Oh, and then here's the other thing. So this is something else that fucking happened. So they changed the flight.
Right.
And of course, they're one of those companies that like you have to pay for your seats if you want assigned seating type thing, right? You pay for everything. They're a budget airline. But Lizzie always like, oh, they'll stick us together though. We're flying together. I was like, okay, we'll see. So we're like 5 rows away from each other. Lizzie's in the middle of like, I don't know, row 33 or 34. I'm like in row 40 on the aisle. I'm like, all right, this is cool. But it's not a full flight. So maybe we can get towards the back. I almost just went ahead and up. I was like, let's just upgrade to the front because all the seats.
That's how they get you. That's how they get you, right?
Exactly.
They're like, oh, these people think we'll see them together because they bought their tickets together.
I told her that today. I go, that's because they were like, no, we're gonna F with you just because we can. And but
now it costs more to upgrade your tickets than it did before.
So all the seats from like row 25 and back, that's where all the heathens, that's where all this budget people are, like us. We're all hanging out there. Every seat in front of that row is fucking open. So it's a half full flight, but we're all in the back of the plane. They're going to have to put all the luggage in the fucking nose just to get enough weight to get us off the ground.
Or they take your ass and put you in the front of the plane. I'm just saying.
You remember that big dude from Police Academy 4? Like, sir, if you don't mind, can you get back in your seat? The fucking plane's going like this. I'm a high calorie human. What do you expect from me?
Right.
So, but yeah, no, I'm waiting to see how it goes. I'm going to do a full report on it, talk about it. But I do have an open mind when it comes to this because I've been flying Spirit for a very long time. And my first experience with Spirit was more of me just being a dumbass and not paying attention. Right. And I think that's what a lot of people's experience is, right? But with this one, I knew it's the same damn thing, same concept. But yeah, hell, at least Spirit puts us next to each other or near each other. So this one, I was like, she was so pissed. And so I gave Lizzie the option. I go, well, it's going to be nice tomorrow up in Oklahoma. Do you want to go to Oklahoma, play golf, hit the casino? Hell, maybe spend the night. And but she goes, you don't want to go? I go, I'll go if you want to go. I'm just asking you. I'm giving you the option. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay. So you got that going for you, which is nice.
Yeah, I mean, day trips are fun. They kind of get in. You get in, get out, have a little bit of fun. You don't have to worry about hotel rooms and all this checking in shit or whatever. But they can be stressful, especially because I did tell her, I go, well, if we get there and they delay our flight at all, we're not going. I go, we're kind of then at that point, what time are we actually going to get there? If we get on the plane, something, what I mean? So we're like, we have the understanding that shit doesn't happen, then we're just going to go, we'll drive off somewhere else, probably go to a brewery and get shit housed. I don't know.
There you go. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, because you're sitting there, like, you got to have that 4 or 5 hours, right? So that you have enough time to get your boots on the ground, get some drinks in you, get a little food, have a little fun. But if you're sitting there and you're looking at like 2 hours on the ground, what's the point, right? Then you're spending more time on the plane than you are on the ground.
Yeah. And then at that point, you run the risk of something else fucking happens. You can't get enough plane to get home. You miss that
Right.
fucking flight too. So
Yep.
we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's been a while since I pulled one of these off. And luckily it's not the all-nighter or the all-day thing where you're got a hangover at 2:00 in the afternoon because you've been drinking for 10 hours. It's like those are fun, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Full report coming in probably later this week. And I think the only brewery that I can get to in the time frame is going to be Brewdog. Brewdog's right there on the strip.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. There's that other it's a devil brewery. I've been before and popped in, had a lot of fun. So the cool ones seem to be more kind of downtown. I think Able Brewing and whatnot. There's some other ones there, which is kind of neat.
Nice. Mm-hmm. I've never visited the breweries there when we've been in Vegas. We've just kind of stuck to the strip and the casinos, right? And just worked our way through the casinos, hit up the Walgreens or the CVS for the tall boys special, and just had some fun.
Yeah, and that I think one time we went over. It was like Empire or something like that. It was another casino that had that brewery attached to it.
Oh yeah,
and I loved it because it was like they had $2 big old New York slice pizzas and huge thing of nachos and all this. I was like, hell yeah, I'm in heaven.
Yeah, New York, or
no, it was off the strip. Like it was called like Empire or some shit like that.
Okay,
but,
all right.
Had to catch a car there. So yeah, they have the beer park. They got Brewdog on the strip, Brew House on the strip, Pour 24, Tap Sports Bar. So we'll see what we can get our hands in or get our hands on, but mostly pubs and things like that. But I think I've gone to Brewdog before as well. I think I opened the door and the fucking line was like out the door. I go, yeah, this ain't happening. So I just walked. That's how I am, right? It's like,
right. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. I mean, we've all been there where we go somewhere and we're excited to go there. Then we see that line. We're like, you know what? This place sucks anyways.
And you don't want to be like that, but there is a Voodoo Brewing out there.
Okay.
That's a little bit farther north too. Yeah. See, this is something I'll be hopefully being able to pick up on in
August when you go?
In August, but it's gonna now that I'm starting to think about it, it's gonna be such a quick trip and I hope to get to the Raider game as well. It's like, man, it's gonna be pow, pow, pow. I'll probably be exhausted by the time I get on the plane and just be dying to get home.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do?
Just have fun.
Anything else before we get out of here?
And saying all that we will not be live tomorrow night. So that's why we're here today. That's why you get our beautiful faces today as opposed to tomorrow. So enjoy it. Make sure you check out the Ranger Roundup with Rapid Dave. Get that on a bi-weekly basis. All things Texas Rangers. You got SB Baseball Podcast. You get daily content from me, just giving you it's the MLB recap where I tell you everything that happened in the league the day before, as well as we typically do a live show on Wednesdays. Won't be having that one this week, but we'll hit you with some other episodes throughout the week, and then the SB Fantasy Football Podcast. We're getting ready to start firing that thing off several days a week. Going to start doing some team-by-team breakdowns of the fantasy outlook for teams. We're going to start doing our rankings for positions and just get into it. Marty, thank you so much for hanging out with us, brother. We appreciate it. But yeah, check all that out. They all have Facebook pages and X pages and YouTube pages. So go and just do us a favor. Just subscribe on all those. Drop a thumbs up. Because bitches love thumbs up.
They do.
That's what we are.
Oh.
So, but yeah, that's all I got. You got anything else for us there, Chief?
No, that's it. I appreciate everybody popping in tonight. Love seeing the regulars in here. A couple new faces as well. But, this is Strikeout Beer. We'll see you next week. But then, hey, we're dropping more episodes as we go along. Like I said, I'm going to do a little recap from Vegas. But I'm RD.
I'm Alan. Talk to you guys later. Deuces.